Wassail People. So, what a heavy week it's been since sound healing we all did together, which was amazing. But I did slightly not protect my own energies enough, and I pushed out slightly too much energy and then collapsed and couldn't stand up. I physically couldn't stand up for a few days. So apologies for delays on personal readings, but they're underway again now. Let's ring the bells. So that began with a sort of, not a discomfort, but like as if it was ringing in the wrong realm, as if it was a sound coming through the wrong space. And then the next two were like trying to fix that frequency. So we're here just to do a little tiny reading, just to say it's so lovely to have my energy back. It came after a Holy Fire Reiki healing from Zoe, and then a cool Oceanic Reiki from Sasha, who was on the sound healing. And I think the combination of waking my molecules and then her putting all that lovely energy of the ocean, she stood in the ocean while she sent it to me, just took all the pain and inflammation out of my muscles. So about an hour after that I felt a lot stronger and was able to stand up again. And this morning I've woken up feeling like life is flowing through me again, because honestly for the last few days the pain was too immense. So we're going to open with a call to Odin and the 9 realms. I was thinking then about how it shouldn't be Odin and the 9 realms because we're moving towards a different feminine energy, and as I thought that, a card really stabbed into my thumb. But don't get me wrong, I have a great relationship with Odin. It's just William Bay have just accidentally turned over. Creators of the world, his brothers. But there's something about the energy of Odin that's going in a different direction now. I've just done a personal reading and the Norns have turned up in the personal reading. We've got Os, or Us, and we've got the Norns. So Os is a very ancient god who, for me, represents divine original blueprint. So he's also the representation of a vessel. But there's frost and a daisy in this card, and I want to yawn. I'm being compelled to sort of to scream the sound of sleep. So what's that about? And then we have the Norns, who are the magical creatures, and there are many Norns, but there's 3 famous ones. These 3 here, and they deal with the past, present and future, with Skuld at the front, as I see her, dealing with the future, and she's holding the magic wand, but for some reason the wand in her hand today is looking very snake-like, very Uberos, snake eating the tail. Okay, so and then my brain's seeing things in the cards, so I need to finish explaining the Norns. So the Norns visit every child at birth, and when they're born, they lay out the fabric of the future, but you can change that fabric, but that's not the message at the moment, and if it is, we'll deal with it later. They live beneath Yggdrasil in this beautiful well of knowledge that they look after, because they know everything. So we're at this vessel. I'm looking at the aspect of 3. Okay, so your molecules, your feminine molecules, and your divine feminine consciousness that comes together. So this, the molecules and the father and mother molecules create the sperm and the egg, which creates a single cell, which is your original frequency. So I'm getting something there about original frequencies. I'm also getting that sense of it being a semi-demi-quaver, something very brief. Your original frequency was so fleeting because immediately that it divided into 2 cells, a frost and a daisy, they were already changing their form, and so the spirit of you had to distort to create the space. So, I want to yawn again. Why are we yawning? Why are we yawning? No, look, let's go down here. No, go back to that. I was right the first time. I can only suspect that the last few days, not just for me with the being laid out, but there's been a lot of very, very heavy, intense energies coming down on people the last few days. And there is a sense of a need to rest and heal from them. So there is a tiredness coming over people. Although today, because I've got let go of the pain, I'm just full of beans in the right way, not in the wrong way. And if you've got it in the wrong way, there's a Mexican herb called epazote, which gets rid of that discomforting wind in the belly. So, what do we have, please? What are the energies that we have to do with this divine blueprint? I don't want to take cards that are not falling today. I say that, I'll change your mind in a minute. So, can we please have some understanding of the vessel? It's gone right down on the floor. Can we have some understanding? That one's so fallen out and wants to come out. Oh, you see, look, I said I would change the rules immediately, and I have. But that's good, because there's no fixed rules. There's also no fixed crystal that keeps falling off. So let me go and get that card for everyone. Right, just bear with me a minute. So, we have the ancient ones. I mean, Os and the Norns are ancient, but the ancient ones, they always have hidden messages. So, what's the hidden message, please, that you want to give out? It's a real sense of this red line across the mouth is really very, very visual. It's so much brighter than it seems in that picture to me. It's not silence. It's like they just want you to speak the truth, is the energy. Oh, okay, so your blueprint is your truth. Your divine frequency is your truth. And they want you to return to it. So at the moment, they're lighting up your mind with spiritual truths to help you heal your body so that you can create the truths within your body. And that's what this card of the journey is representing. So this energy, this truth, look, it's the only part of this body, it's all blue, aquamarine blue, turquoise, apart from the head where this golden owl is sitting. This is what needs to come on. And so the spirit realm is trying to wake your mind so that it can connect with your body and earth in, as the Norns are talking, to create your future. So there's something here in the past that's to do with, you see, now I'm getting a huge shoulder burden. Oh, and there's a moon, a really heavy leaden moon on this shoulder. It's like you feeling the weight of all of history ploughing through you. This is 111, because it's 129 and the 2 and the 9 makes 11, so that's 111. This is a chance for a brand new beginning coming in. And look, this heavy leaden moon is being lifted away into the now to be released. I'm also now getting tremendous, like a knot of energy at the very back of the neck, this need to speak a truth that's going to happen, because you've got another 11, 5 and 6. So this is 111111. This is like the dragons reading the other day when all the ones just kept forming. So this is Bison, heavenly, divine, cosmic energy rushing in, and it says thunder, like a massive, like all the hooves of the entire bison are just thundering towards you, bursting forth, and between, it's to turn your world upside down. Look, this is the earthing colour, this is the spirit colour. It's turning them upside down, turning your whole world upside down, bringing in an explosion of new emotional flows. I'm seeing images of Rome on fire. Well, that must mean something to somebody. Rome burns while Nero fiddles. There's something, it's to do with this energy of this card. Was talking earlier about mistruths. We can't live in the energy of lies anymore. You have to speak your truths. It's almost like you're being tangled by the Norns. This distortion I talked about, as your original frequency was distorted, is all created by lies and not your truth, but are your vessel's truth, because this is the card of the vessel, the molecules that hold spirit. So the yang in which the yin sits. And so this energy, this thunder, is being sent from the heart of the sky. The heart of the sky is the galactic center, the black hole in Sagittarius, in Ophiuchus as well, that kind of area where that tear is, through which divine feminine consciousness comes. So this energy, this is Gaia, this is Uranus energy thundering in to just smash into the vessel to set you on a new journey, a brand new journey, to trigger the combination of your head and your body being in alignment with one another. So let's go to another deck. But which other deck? Which other deck? Which other deck? It feels like it's all wanting to be oracles, which is interesting. So can you please talk to us about what this means, this combining, this kicking? It's almost like a big, I want to say cozy tower moment. Can you please explain? 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 Believe and balance. I want to say balance first, weirdly. It was the first one showing. So this is a perfect representation of your body, your vessel, your yang, receiving the yin being fed in. But to do that balance, you've got to, I mean, there's a massive om here. Which is the start of everything in the universe, but it's the start of every frequency. It's almost, it's like the gate code for coming out of there. Someone behind it, a spirit, will make the om and allow your spirit as a thread to move in and land in the vessel. So we're going back really ancient, we're going way back in our, we're being asked to go back to our original frequency. That tiny dot that was just entering the first cell. And how this triggers I mean, look, see this leaf pattern behind here? And now see what happens when you truly let that energy in. You can see this figure becoming like winged angelic nature spirit, like an elemental, something extremely powerful. So I'm going to pick up another oracle deck, the double Anastarsia, and see what we get, please. Well, that's flicked over because it's always there, the tree of life. We'll come to that in a minute. I feel like I need to just rifle these. And the Yggdrasil is where the Norns live underneath that are coming in, but what the Norns... Can we please have a bit more information on the Norns? Why are they here? What are they bringing to the table? What are they requesting of us? What are they asking for us to do? This tapestry that they weave, what's going on with the Norns tapestry? That's like a side message, but... yeah, we're being asked to return to the beginning. This is really interesting energy. I'm going to have to get some tarot on it. Oh, that's another 11. We've got 5, 6, 5, 6. Thundering energies from Yggdrasil. You know, the heart of the sky is Yggdrasil. Everything is Yggdrasil. So that's another 11. 1, 11, 11, 11. We've got 2, 4, 8, 6 here. 2, 4, 6, 8. There's absolute sense of purity of maths and things taking place. And then we got 4 and 7, another 11. So you're going through self-reflection to recreate freedom, to separate your yin from your yang. Look, this wolf at the back, there's a tiny wolf, which is original frequency, howling to the moon, asking for memory of original frequency. And here we have the yin and the yang over this card of the freedom of just being. It's like wearing all of your Akashic records, all of your past lives are all being brought to the surface to bleed out through your physical body. And that's what this thunder is coming in like. It's to sweep through and change your frequency to this, to self-love, because you can't grow in self-love when you're dealing from birth with the distortion of your masculine and feminine inheritance. There's a lot of this inheritance stuff going on at the moment. So I'm gonna look for some tarot, but I'm not sure which deck will best give the answers I wish for. Come on, what are the deck? What's the deck? What's the deck? Please. I want to go with the good tarot, apparently, which really surprises me. No. This is what we need. The Tarot Grand Luxe. So, what's with all this ancient stuff? What's with all this ancient stuff? What's with all this ancient stuff? Bad or right, old scattering. Liveliness, excitement. Right, it begins with the Knight of Cups, but swords. He's very, 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 very angry. He's like spirit assassin. It's like I feel like he's destroying spirit, like raw masculine. And this is what's coming in to bring spirit back. There's this real fury in his eyes. He's not very happy. He's massively ego though. He's got CM on his chest, right where his heart should be. Who do you love? I love me, thanks. I love me. That's what he's saying. Oh, okay, and his ego is so enormous. He's put wings on his own head. Instead of it being true spiritual wings, he's frozen in the ideology of a spiritual religious world that he has created. And the ancient ones are asking us to look back, to sail deep, deep into the past and witness all that fury and anger. Oh, actually, do you know what? That's what the last week has been feeling like for me, actually. It's been about looking at all of the toxic shit that people put on you and learning how to let go of it. So, what do we have? I kind of want to put this card up because there's something wrong with this card. This is the Nine of Cups, this is the wish card, but this is the most wrongly wishful card I've ever seen. He's missing the complete point of everything. He's so unbearably smug that he deserves to have his house and hotel burnt down around him. So he really does. I mean, he's decorating everything with all these cups. He's drinking from the cups. He's not putting 1 and 1 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 3 together. He's just scattering all his energies all over the place. And again, he's got his ego hanging on the back shelf with the wooden spoon for stirring shit up. So he doesn't deserve any of his wishes, because do you know what? They're wrong. This is him. This is him when he takes his hat off. Just angry and then smug. Angry and smug. It's not a world we need to live in. So look back on those memories, or look back through dreams, because I'm getting a real sense of this being dreams. The ancient ones want you to dream these energies so that you can change them. They're stored in your DNA right now. You've sucked them all in, and they need to be released. And that's what this knotting is at the back of the neck. It's almost like a compression to stop that earlier connection I talked about between the body and the consciousness. It's almost like instead of it meeting in your heart, it's being stopped at the back of the neck, in the vagus nerve, at the base of the spine where everything starts. And it's causing an inability, because at the moment the energy of Ceres and Mars really wants us to plunge our divine consciousness into the earth, right through the Yggdrasil tree, through the roots of Yggdrasil, into the earth, into the emotional pool of the Akashic records that's inside the earth grid. Because remember, the water table goes right inside the earth. So what's heading towards us? This divine epiphany, which will begin on the 20th, the energy of the moon will bring about this huge change. Moon phases, some kind of new information. Look, and again, finally, after very, very bad man stabbed the eagle is taking off again to deliver the message, to bring this download to you, so that you can upload from the earth grid with all those 11s that are laid out within the reading. So this is hidden esoteric knowledge being brought in to help clear the mist and the veil that's been swamping over everything. And then we have 1 and 6 coming into a frequency of understanding pure emotions and co-creating. Here we have 2 cranes, and cranes represent love, but this card really is speaking about the balance point between us and spirit, so your molecules and your consciousness, to create the future that you would most like to see come towards you. So we're going to end with Odin and the 9 realms. What's the outcome, please, of this new moon energy for people? Because that seems to be what they're talking about here, this original blueprint frequency that they're seeking. It's not like they said how to do it, I'm sorry about that, but they haven't said how you do it, other than going deep into looking at past traumas that are in your DNA waiting to be lifted out, and somehow you're going to dream them to help release them. But the motion forwards is massive esoteric repeating moon in Cancer energy coming in. So do you have a final outcome message, please? I think it might be the moon cards. Do you have a final message, please? Do you have a final message, please, from the Odin card? One more time. Do you have a final message, please, from the Odin cards? Do you have a final message, please, from the Odin cards? So, William Vey. Didn't they wink at us at the beginning? So, William Vey are Odin's brothers, and they created the world. They made the world after the gods in Asgard slayed the giant Ymir, and out of his eyebrow they created the world. That's how enormous he was as a giant. But the point is that the world Midgard was created through this kind of poisonous, aggressive, anti-spiritual energy. And now we're moving away from that towards this energy of divine feminine manifestation and co-creation. So we have the energy of William Vey almost, it's not like they're holding the world, it's like they're offering it to you. They're saying, our time is done now, it's time to hand the world from spirit to the people, to the masses, to give control of the earth back to those that it belongs to. So, I feel like I've got some cards the wrong way around. I do like them all around the right way. So can we please have a message then from the moon as we end this reading? Can we please have a message from the moon as we end this reading? So full moon in Leo, don't let pride get in your way. Don't let this energy, don't let this ego, selfish energy stop you from moving into the new frequency that's coming in. Use this frequency of self-love from the heart of the sky to bring in the balance and belief in yourself. All these wonderful energies that are coming in. And then you get a new start is coming. New moon. It's on the 20th. Which is tomorrow or the next day. It's the next day. It's Monday. Sorry, it's because I've got no idea what day of the week it is. So, that's a beautiful ending. A new start is coming. This repeating moon is the beginning of the new start. That's lovely. So I hope that helps. Wassail people.